this is some of the aftermath. You look over to the right there, see how much trees gone down on the left as well. And it's not just blown down, you got some trees that are literally uprooted, and I'm talking about big roots. Big roots of trees uprooted out of the ground. Obviously I'm driving, I can't show you, you have to pick up what you can see. But this is the coastline, so they would have got a big knock last night. I got a big knock myself, but I didn't want to talk about it. Rough, man. Well rough. You don't want to go through nothing like this. Yeah, rough. So for those of you who have seen, you'll realize you're in Negril. You're on the beach road, on the main road. So all of these things you're seeing over here, and the flooding and things like that, these have actually, most of this has been cut up. Somebody's come with the chainsaws. A lot of these trees would have been across the whole road, but early in the morning people just get together, get their chainsaws and chop them up enough so that people can keep moving and driving emergency services. So this is better than it would have been at first light. If you look, you'll see. Rough. It's rough. But it's nature. It happens. I don't know where this Hurricane Beryl's gone now, but I hope it weakens before it hits whoever it hits next, to be honest with you. I don't want them get licked like this, or even worse. You wouldn't wish this on anyone, because when you're in the middle of it, you're at the mercy of it. And what I notice is I've been through stronger winds, even on the continent of Africa, than this. What I notice with these winds, that it's the speed that they come at. It's like when they come, it's like they're traveling at a certain speed. You can hear it, and it's gone quickly, and it's just whacked you. Almost like the speed of the wind is what's licking you, not literally the power of it. Because I suppose speed has its own power, but when you're in Africa, you feel powerful winds that are a lot more powerful. You can't even stand up in them. With this one, I was out in it, and you could stand in it. You could stand, it wouldn't lean you up in any way. You could actually stand in it, but it came so quick and fast that everything around you that wasn't rooted, I wouldn't even say rooted, because things that were rooted were also unable to stand their ground. If you can look up there, you see even the stoplight there, it's been turned around. This is what? Oh God, I missed something, I'm gonna have to turn back. All the entrance to some of the hotels, gone. Bushed up, just bushes, no entrance whatsoever, just pure bush. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't know if I can turn it. No, it's just not so easy to drive. And look at that. Wow. This cleanup's going to be amazing. And you know, we got no power and mostly no phone lines, so you can't even get in contact with anyone to help you. You got no power to help you. I mean, hotels are going to have some generators, but most of the people are going to have no power to help them. Unbelievable. So it's the power outage as well that causes a lot of issues. The amount of roofs that I've seen that have been taken clean off. See, now I'm coming up to a road here. You can see that there's only a few inches of the road I can drive on, yeah? And that's because somebody's cleared that part. Sometime this morning this would have been right across the road, but they've cleared just enough space so that you can kind of wriggle through. That's how they do. Yeah, people are out here doing their thing, man. You got to give. Let me pull over here, because I don't like to look at this. Yeah, this looks like a power line. Let me come underneath that. Oh, good. Yeah, so power outages. You can see there's no way they can turn the power back on, because a lot of the electric power has actually it's gone. The power lines have gone down. So, and with all the water, if they was to turn on the electric now, you'll be people getting electrocuted all over the place. So they've got to fix the power lines in the area. They have to fix them before they can actually turn the lights on. That means they've got to go around every area and see if they can fix those lines. So it's amazing. It's an experience, man. I don't want to say once in a lifetime, because you can go through these things a lot of times. But We're still here. We survived it. As you can see, you'll see the sign on the sex that I'm leaving Westmoreland now, and that's Hanover, entering Hanover. Yeah. So we're gonna cruise down here a little bit, see what damage there is here. See, I mean, I wish I could turn it around. Don't know if I can turn. If I can. Let me see if I can turn there. If you can quickly look through there when I pass, and see how calm the sea is on 7 Mile Beach. That is one calm sea. Unbelievable. Would have been a nightmare last night, but now it's calm. So there's a calm before the storm and a calm after the storm. Look at that, look at that. I man almost licked down the bike man them, because there's only a little space. They don't care. There's a little space to get past. The bike guy's got the right of way because he's coming through. And my man's decided that he's going to bowl through, like it's forcing him off the road. That's how they do. Even after something catastrophic like this. See a coconut tree down there. To be honest with you, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know. You don't normally see coconut trees go down. That's the first coconut tree I've seen go down. They're really adaptable when it comes to wind, high winds. Wow. So we're passing some of the big famous hotels on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. If you look over there, you see the water park. For those of you who know Negril, you'll see that's the water park. I don't know if I'm actually I don't know how far I'm going to go down to Hanover. Let me see, in Hanover here. Yeah, that's the Adventure Water Park I'm passing on the right-hand side. All right, so we're down to 1 lane here. So I got to let him through because he's ahead of me. And I'm gonna squeeze my way through. My God. You know something? I'm going to turn in here because I think I've seen enough of this. Let me turn into this place here. Oops. The camera's all over the place now. 1 second. Let me get that camera. So I'm turning here. I'm gonna go back along the Negril Beach Road back into Westmoreland because I need to get some gas, and I know there's not a gas station where I've just the way I was going for a long way. So since I need to get some gas, I'm gonna look for the gas stations up there if they're open. If they're not open, I'm just gonna leave it to another day. But yeah, I know the camera work is really bad. I'm driving on a road that I've got to watch not just the potholes now. I've got to watch for everything that's going on this road because it's a lot going on, as they say. So my camera work here today, please forgive me. It's terrible. I'm aware, but I suppose it's better than nothing. Until probably somebody else, some other blogger decides they're gonna take it maybe a little bit better than I have. But today, this is the day after the night before. Hurricane Beryl. I don't know I still don't know because we've got no power. I don't know. I'm sure you people would know whether or not we had a direct hit. I hear it wasn't a direct hit. We didn't get the eye, and we got bits of it. But let me tell you something. If this is not the eye that we had last night, and we didn't get a direct hit, boy, I tell you, a direct hit would have been, you know, to me it would have felt like almost like a nuclear bomb because the amount of rain that fell last night, you know, the mudslides must be everywhere in certain areas. Here we don't have, we're on a level plane, so we're not going to have these little places where we're going to have a mudslide. But I mean, that's, if you look over there, I don't know if you can see over there if I go to the left, that's what they call a morass. That's all on the other side of the Negril. Everything inside there has been touched. Every tree you see, I say every tree, I mean every other tree, I should say, has been touched or bent or bits knocked off it. Unbelievable. So that's the power of nature. And I've never seen anything like this. And as I said, they're telling us, and I don't know, that we didn't get a direct hit. And that's just, to me, it's just unbelievable. I've seen storms, but my God, if we didn't get a direct hit, what would a direct hit look like? It'd lifted the concrete houses off the ground from what I can see. No one would have made it, because I'm talking about direct hit category 4 or 5. I don't know, man. It'd have been moving planes on the runway from what I can see. It's unbelievable. So yeah. So this guy's probably saying, "What a drive!" Look, I'm pushing him over to one side. But you got to move, man. We're in serious times. We've got to drive and got to get where we're getting. And hope you can get to see some of this as you see the trees. As I said, they've cut these so they're not completely covering the whole road. They would have been over the whole road last night. Look at this guy here. You don't want to slow down. Yeah, I ain't slowing down. That's what we're doing, you know. Yeah, it's a bullying thing. It's a bullying thing, man, that goes on over here. So that's on a regular time. So you just got to keep it going. You just got to keep it moving. Look, this power line. I think that's just cable. Yeah, I think that's cable. I don't think that's an electric wire. So that's good. That's good. If it's just cable, then obviously cables will be down. Flow, internet, Digicel. But it's when you've got the electric wires that come down, or the poles that come down in certain areas, that you're in real danger. They turned it off. They turned off the power probably in the whole country last night. Most of the country, I should say. I don't know about the North Coast, but in the southern coast, Westmoreland and Kingston, they'd have turned the electric powers off, knowing what was going to happen, which is the sensible thing to do. And then they can't turn it back on until they make sure the area they're turning it back on, every line is safe. It's not going to kill anyone. So some areas are going to be without power for weeks, maybe even a month. Honestly, I'm not exaggerating. I know that's a fact, because you got to remember the rural areas in Jamaica. So some of these areas, lanes and dirt tracks where the electric wire and people live, people are not going to get to them. They're going to stay on the main places for a while, and the main areas are going to get put back first. Now look here. I don't know if you can see here. Let me see. Okay, that's not too bad. That entrance there is just a little bit bushy, but here's the main entrance. So this is Couples. We call it Couples. See that, Couples? You see that? You can't even see where the entrance is there. That's Couples. So you can look that up on the internet in Negril. Swept away. Couples swept away, and I have to do a lot of sweeping away to get back in there. All this flooding here, you see this? This is flooding on the left hand side. Yeah. You know, I'm here in the south coast, the proper south coast we call St. Elizabeth, Black River side. I hear they got hit the hardest. Again, I don't know. I'm just speaking basically rumors, because I don't know who got hit the worst and whatever. We haven't. Once the power went out, we don't really know on the island what's going on. What we see is what we know, and everything else is a rumor. So I don't know. But they do say St. Elizabeth was due to take a big hit, and people who have contacted people somehow down there. Actually, I think there is a line up somewhere. Line, they call it, flow, that you might be able to Digicel. The main line is down. So yeah. So they're saying that people have contacted them down there, and they're calling it pretty much a wipeout down there. Now in Negril, they have two ends. This is one side they call the Beach Road, and the other side they call West End. Now West End, for those of you who know Negril, actually sticks out a little bit more. You know, it's got sort of sticks out into the sea a bit more than this side, and they reckon that they've also had a devastating beating last night. And I'm not even, if some of the stuff I've been trying to go by today is bad, if they've had it worse than that, I'm not going anywhere near there, because I know I'm just going to get trapped up there. There's no way you're going to be able to get round. West End is a tiny one lane road at best most of the time. So if they're as they call it, snowed in or whatever, blocked off, and trees everywhere, it's going to be a nightmare, a real nightmare. So, but anyway, I'm sure we'll hear the drone's probably up there already. People got their drones up looking at the overview to see what Jamaica looks like today. Jamaica's it's a small country as far as countries are concerned, but as far as islands are concerned, in the Caribbean, it's a decent sized island with 3 million plus people. And the reason why it's so significant, Jamaica's probably the best known of the ones that have been hit so far. And yeah, there's 3.2 million people here, but there's probably twice as much that Jamaicans outside of Jamaica. So there's a lot of people nervous until they hear from their loved ones and hear if they've got a house to come back and if a roof gone. I know people this morning who I'm in contact with who are running around right now trying to find someone to put a roof up for them, you know, because their roof is literally gone. And I'm not talking about no just the old board houses. These are you know what looks like decent roofs. They're gone, taken off. So it's bad. Fences torn down, myself included. Yeah, it's rough. But what surprised me, I mean, I know where I'm living and where I'm staying, I've seen trees down, they've rooted out from the root. I've seen mango trees lifted up. But what's surprising to me, I know I shouldn't say surprising because this is the coast. What's surprising to me is how big some of these trees are that have been taken out. They look like trees that have been around for hundreds of years, some of the ones I'm looking at. You can't see them on the video, but there's a lot of them. I suppose they're right on the sea line, so could imagine what level of wind they were getting. Ain't no normal storm, I'll tell you that. Ain't no normal storm that does something like this. So, just like the other islands that have been hit so far, Jamaica's going to need a lot of help. Yeah, going to need a lot of help. And I was thinking this morning, because you always see people, you know, crying after these things and asking for international help, and you know, and they need it. Everybody needs it. But sometimes the people who cry the loudest are the ones who were crying even before the hurricane hit. I noticed that they seem to always have the need even before that. It's not as if just this alone. So we're gonna put our shoulders to the wheel. We help one another. People are gonna help cut down one another's thing. I don't know if you can see a woman just jumped over that tree. I don't know if you can see that there. Look at that. Can you see the root on that tree? I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Am I showing it well? So there's a root. I don't know the root of that tree. That root is a big old root, and it's gone. It's dug out of the ground. Unbelievable. This is it. This is a little flooding on the left-hand side. To be honest with you, with heavy rain, that part is pretty normal. But the saws, you can hear the saws everywhere. You can't hear them now, but you can hear the buzz saws everywhere, cutting up things into pieces, trying to limb off pieces. Because you know what's going to happen. We're going to get another breeze, another storm, probably not far behind it. And what didn't get knocked down the first time, the second one it can't take. And you know, you look and you think, oh, I was saved by the last one, then this one comes and wipes you out. So it's rough. It's rough. You see all the flooding there. They're flooding, and I'll tell you, it was short. I mean, the rain wasn't short. It seemed to go on almost most of the night, or quite a lot. Sorry, I should say quite a lot in the night from very early evening. It wasn't short, but it was when it came heavy. And when the wind came, as I said, I'm used to wind. I've seen wind. I've seen those sort of little tornadoes, not the big ones, but little tornadoes where they kick up in Ghana and Africa. I've seen those, and they're unusual. But my God, the speed! Every time the wind came through, it was like somebody, you know, like somebody coming through at 100 miles an hour. It came through so quick, and it was gone. And when you look back, that was gone. That was gone. That was gone. It was quick, absolutely quick. But like I said, it didn't feel powerful to me personally. You know, I don't know how it works, but I've seen more powerful. I've been in wind where you can literally stand and lean forward like you're gonna try, and it will hold you up. That's how powerful I've been in wind. This wasn't like that. Didn't have that kind of power to hold you up. So I don't know. Somebody who knows more about, you know, ecology and the wind and all that can probably tell me how these things work, but I don't know. Yeah. passing Negril Beach Club now, heading back towards the West End, even though I'm not going to go down the West End, but we're heading back that way. You can see everyone's cleaning up, everyone's getting together. You see man with his wheelbarrow there, he's cleaning up. That's obviously the hotels, the bigger hotels, they've got so much staff. But here's the problem now, because even these hotels, they have to get the staff to the hotels, and the roads in a lot of parts of Jamaica are blocked, so the staff are going to struggle to actually get to work to do what they have to do. So it's going to be it's bad unless the hotel staff stayed in somewhere on the grounds last night. Getting back to the hotel to do their job is going to be hard for them. So I don't know what's going to happen there, but it'll work itself out. It always does. I'm coming up to a signpost here. That's quite a big signpost, big dance hall signpost where you always get every Negril, Rick's Cafe and all that. Look at it, God, look at the metal there. Can you see the metal that holds it up? Mangled tree. See that tree? Mangled. So, yeah. Hurricane City, my friend. Right, now I'm heading into the roundabout here, and there's going to be a lot of traffic, so I'm going to leave you. I'm going to leave you guys, and as they say a prayer for the people of Jamaica and all the other islands, and wherever else it hits next. Take care.